Hey guys, so it's Wendy from J&W Reptile Rescue here. So my day has been kind of crazy. I really had no intentions on doing half the shit I've done. Didn't even get to take a shower, nothing. Brushed my teeth, no makeup, no nothing. So our tire was flat this morning. My son couldn't go to work, so I got an appointment to have the tire looked at. Tire couldn't be fixed, so we had to replace the tire. While I'm at the tire center, I get into an argument with the guy at the table because he has a nasty attitude. So we gotta get into a little bit of a spiff because he has a crabby face. So I do a little bit of shopping at the 99-cent store.
Then turn left on
They call me. Oh, it was miraculously they got my car done right away. Thank God. So they got my car done. I am on my way back to pick up my car because now I got a nice new tire for the car. And I get a phone call from a girl, Priscilla. And I'm like, hang on, I'm paying for the car, blah, blah, blah. She's like, did you get Joe's, my husband, did you get Joe's phone call? I'm like, no. She goes, call me ASAP. So I call her. My husband got his ass bit by a rattlesnake. He was out finishing up a rattlesnake fencing job. Before I left to go get the tire appointment, we got a rattlesnake call for a rattlesnake in the middle of a construction job. I get a phone call from Priscilla. Joe got bit. We got a phone call for a rattlesnake removal in the middle of a construction site job in St. Helena. And Joe was already in St. Helena doing the rest of this finish up for this snake fencing that he did. And so I was like, all right, let me call Joe. Joe always takes his bucket and his tongs. Always. No matter where he goes, he takes it. Well, today he didn't. And I don't know why. But he didn't today. So thank God Barbara was with him. He is out on the job. And I guess he had a bucket. And he had a bucket and he was getting the rattlesnake in the bucket with a stick. And the rattlesnake was going in the bucket but didn't want to stay in the bucket and came back out and bit Joe in the fingers. So he got the snake, of course, in the bucket. And now is
in 0.2 miles. Turn
at
left
St.
on
Helena Hospital.
Drive, then turn right.
So I had to go home. And this is real life, guys. So, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. My stomach has been upset all day. So I had to go home and get the tongs.
Turn left on Mini Drive.
Get the bucket.
Then turn right.
To go out to St. Helena because the snake is in Barbara's car and the lid is not secure. So now I have to go out there and check this damn thing. Make sure it's in the bucket or the lid is unsecure. If not, I'm going to have to transfer this sucker myself. And I'm not as passionate as Joe is. I'm not getting bit.
Turn right on Sonoma Boulevard.
So I go home to get the bucket and the tongs and get ready to go out there, and I have to like, my stomach is all over the place. Now, it's not because I'm worried about Joe, because he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's at St. Helena Hospital. He got there enough time. He knows what to do. He's been doing this for 30 years. Ain't never been bit. So, you know, it's not if, it's when. And this was the when. So, I will videotape later. But anyway, so I'm like, you know, real life, guys. Like, seriously, real life. I had to poo-poo. So, I go home and I had to poops. So, everybody's like calling saying, oh, you can get a ride. You can. And I appreciate all of our friends, like, jumping up to the plate. But honestly, I'm fine. I'm not like, oh my God, Joe got bit. Like, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm just glad it happened, and he had Barbara there with him, and, you know, she was able to, you know, go with him. Again, guys, like, one thing I'll say about Joe is he's very, when it comes to the snakes, he really knows his shit. He knows what to do in case he ever did get bit. So the best thing to do is keep calm and, you know, get yourself to a hospital and do the right thing, and that's exactly what he did. So because of that, you know, they catch it fast enough. Yes, he's going to stay overnight. He'll stay there for observation. His hand is swelling. They'll probably have to cut his wedding band off, which is honestly okay because he doesn't know it yet, but I kind of bought him a new wedding band, which happens to be 100% silver snake ring that says "Do not tread on me with a rattlesnake." Go figure that one, right? So I'm on my way to St. Helena. I will keep you all informed. And so this is probably one of the first exciting videos that I've done for our YouTube channel. So hopefully it'll be a learning experience for all of us, including myself. And I'm here with Barbara. Poor Barbara. So she was Joe's, what do you want to call it? Slave for the day when he got bit. You might not want to be the slave for when he got. But anyway, we're.
He owes me a cup of coffee. He said it would only take 2 hours.
I know, right? He said only take 2 hours. We're now, many hours later, and I think she needs a bonus pay raise. We're at the emergency room, and unfortunately, Barbara's car is right behind that tree, where you can see where the rattlesnake happens to still be in a bucket that's not secure. And I'm going to be honest, I am definitely not rattlesnake savvy. I haven't really dealt with the rattlesnakes in probably about 10 years. That's Joe's deal and Joe's thing. So I called my girl Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie.
Yeah, Bonnie's going to come and help us get that thing out. Because I hit the bucket and I didn't hear a rattle. So I'm hoping it's not running around in Barbara's truck.
So am I.
So unfortunately, Barbara's now stuck with me for a while until we make sure that her car is safe.
I'm learning new curse words.
Yes, she's learning new curse words. Joe, however, is doing okay. His hand is swollen. I'll take some video later. He's definitely a little loopy-loo and out of it. He's on Dilantin and some other pain meds, and he's also on Crofab. They're giving him Crofab. His hand is swollen. It is his wedding band hand, of course. That's another reason for him not to wear his wedding band. His left hand, so he got bit there. And he's definitely a little loopy and a little out of it, but I'll update you guys later. So in the meantime, we're just going to sit out here and enjoy this beautiful view at St. Helena Hospital and have fun while we're waiting. All right, guys, I'm not going to use a lot of my phone battery because I'm getting low, but I had a lot of errands to do. I had to go back to the job site and get all of Joe's stuff, get the snake out of Barbara's car, and now I'm headed up to bottom floor. Yes, I believe so. You're welcome. And now I'm headed up to the 5th floor to intensive care where Joe is at. So he's doing well. He's kind of out of it. And his hand is pretty swollen, but not as bad as you would think so. So I'll finish this later. So I am in the ICU with Joe. I am not going to videotape him, but I will show you his hand. He's doing okay. Let me turn this around. Hey guys, I don't know how much battery I have left. Oopsie, I just went over the middle of the road. Anyway, I normally don't do this, but especially riding at night. It's almost 10 o'clock. I just left the hospital and left Joe. He's going to be in ICU for a minute, more than a minute. And he will be, by the time it's all said and done, he's having at least 10 vials of Crofab, which is the anti-venom. So with that being said, just so you guys know out there that rattlesnakes are definitely for the professionals. Joe's been doing this for over 30 years, and yes, he did get bit, but this is his first bite. So, I mean, it's bound to happen. Anybody that handles rattlesnakes know that it is bound to happen. We always say it's not if, it's when. And unfortunately, today was Joe's when day. The only good thing about that is that he can now not only have the experience to be able to tell people, but to educate more about rattlesnake safety. So even the best of them get bit. That includes him, and he's extremely smart. He would never do anything stupid, but unfortunately, this did happen. So again, guys, rattlesnake bites are extremely expensive. We're looking at $150,000 bill, and I'm not joking. So 10 vials of Crofab alone are expensive. It's, last I checked, $1,800 per vial. So it's pretty it's up there, because it's not that easy for them to make it. So anyway, I'm going to end this video. I'm going back up tomorrow to see him. I have to go home and feed. I still, have animals to take care of, besides just Joe to take care of now. But I do have animals that I have to take care of. So guys, please don't forget, like and subscribe. Remember, it is free, and right now we could really use the help. So again, like and subscribe, and until next time, We'll see you later, alligator.